What is going on, y'all? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Today, I've got a challenge video for you guys. So I don't know if you guys have seen the video where my buddy Joe picked out some fishing tackle for me, but a few months ago I had my buddy Joe, who doesn't really know a ton about bass fishing, but he knows just about enough. But I had him go on Tackle Warehouse and pick me out like $50 or so worth of soft plastics, just to stock me up a little bit for the spring, so I can try some new stuff that maybe I don't necessarily know about or wouldn't normally try or wouldn't normally pick up. Now, one of the things that he got were these worms. These are the Arizona Custom Baits 6.5-inch Wacky bug. I believe they also come in a 4.5-inch, but we have the 6.5-inch size here. This is in the oxblood with red flake color, and to be honest, this is probably the weirdest Wacky rig worm I've ever seen in my life. Now, if you guys have been watching a couple of the more recent videos, you guys might have been seeing that I really do like to throw Wacky rig a lot. I love throwing it in the summer. It's fantastic in small ponds. It's pretty good in big lakes too. If you just need to get a bite or you just want to get bit by something, a Wacky rig is probably going to be one of my go-tos whenever it's warm out. If the grass isn't too thick and I'm not fishing around super heavy cover or structure, then I'm probably going to be throwing a Wacky rig. But yeah, like I said, I have never thrown a Wacky rig like this before. I've never even seen a Wacky rig like this before. They're super strange looking. They kind of look like an alien, to be honest. They've got like this little ball in the center with like these two little antennas, and they have like what look like arms with little claws or little hands on the side that just have a few little tendrils on each side. So yeah, like I said, my buddy Joe picked these out. These are not even close to anything that I would even consider buying myself, but that's kind of why I wanted him to do that. I feel like he would have come up with some really interesting things to buy, which he definitely did. If you guys want to see that video, I'll leave that link down in the description for y'all. But yeah, I'm super excited and a little bit curious to see what happens tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna get a Wacky rig tied up with my spinning rod, and we're gonna see if we can catch some fish on these things. All right, y'all, let's get this little thing shot. I really don't know how you're supposed to rig these up. I'm assuming you just kind of put it so these little antenna things are on the top, but seems like it's got some decent weight, so we should at least be able to throw it pretty far. Oh, there's a bass right in front of me. This worm's also super brightly colored. It's like a bright red. That oxblood color is really showing up in this clear water. So I don't think we should have any problems with something seeing our bait. It's just such a weird worm. I don't know if they'll eat it. Although I can't really see why they wouldn't. Alright, so there's some guy over here fishing. I don't want to get too close to him. So we're going to go make a slight move. Go try down that way a little bit. Try and stay out of his way. He seems like he's working his way towards me, so I hope that if I leapfrog around him, he'll kind of just keep working this way. But we'll see. There's a bite. Got him. Little guy. Oh, really little guy. Oh my god. Teeny tiny bass. Huh. There we go. First one though. Little taco bass. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Alright. Appreciate you, buddy. Little man. But first one of the day. See ya. Alright, that is officially one fish on the weirdest Wacky worms I've ever used in my life. And they seem like they're holding up pretty good. A couple little teeth marks here and there, but no rips, no tears. Love to see that. And that's part of the reason why I like to do these videos. First of all, I mean, it helps me grow as an angler, but if you guys are watching the videos and you see these baits and they look really strange, but you are interested in trying them, and you haven't gotten around to it yet, or you just don't want to pull the trigger because it's a weird bait and you're really not sure if it's going to work, I'd like to show you guys if they work, or if they don't work, and more importantly, if they're worth your money. Because some baits, they work obviously, but they might not be worth your money, whether they don't last long or they just aren't good quality for any other reason. And since we don't just have unlimited money to throw around and try out endless amounts of baits, this is my way of maybe helping you guys not spend the money without knowing if they work, I guess. By the way, if you guys are interested in checking out these lures, I will have them linked down in the description, as well as the hook that we were using to go along with these. They're just like an owner mosquito hook, but I'll again leave both those linked down in the description. Getting tore up by some bluegill right now. But yeah, one on the board. Let's see if we can catch ourselves another one. Hopefully a little bit bigger than the last one. Guy was a little twerp. Oh, there goes that worm. Rip. Well, I kind of take back what I was talking about before about them being resilient baits. They don't seem like they stand up that much better than your average psycho or finesse worm. Here's a bite. Got him. Another little guy. But it's another fish. Come here, buddy. A little bit bigger. Not by much, though. There we go. Number 2. Appreciate you, fella. See ya. All right. 2 fish on the crazy wacky worm. Good stuff. It is freaking hot out here, folks. I'm about halfway around the lake, but I don't know if I'm gonna fish the whole thing. It's like 100 degrees. My GoPro keeps killing itself because it's too hot, it overheats. And fish just don't really seem to be biting right now for whatever reason. I'm not giving up. We still got some good places to hit on the way back. But I'm probably gonna fish this half of the pond a little bit faster than the last half. Just because I am starting to get a little bit dehydrated. And I'm really aching for some air conditioning right now. There's a bite. Got him. Another little guy. Jesus. Little ones are out today. Oh, he came off. I'm coming, buddy. Ah, give me your face. Yeah. Fish number 3. All about the same size today. I don't know what the deal is, but he liked it. See ya, bud. Oh, there's one. Got him. Oh, that was cool. I saw him eat that. I saw him flash on it. Sweet. Probably the best one of the day. Not saying much, but probably about the same size, honestly. See you, buddy. That was really cool, though. I threw this worm out. It's like a little grass bed out in front of me. There's a little hole right here, and I just took it and threw it right into the hole. And I think I saw like 2 or 3 of them come out and try and eat it, so make that same cast just about, see if they want to come back up and eat it again. Whew. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it. It is just too hot out right now. I am profusely sweating, feeling a little bit dehydrated. So I'm gonna call it before I pass out. Meet you guys back at my place though, and we'll kind of go over some last and final thoughts and opinions about these little Arizona forest crazy wacky worms. Alright y'all, I completely forgot to film an outro when I finished filming this video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay out for all that long that day. It was literally like 110 degrees out there. It was really humid for some reason. I didn't drink a lot of water beforehand. I didn't bring any water with me. And just all that together, I wasn't really feeling all that great, so I called a little bit early. We did manage to catch a few fish on these Arizona custom baits, Wacky bugs, so I just wanted to give you guys some final thoughts and opinions on them. Like I said before, the reason that I do these videos is to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on these baits, just to give you like an honest review. Any of the baits on the channel that I ever review, I will never really be doing any sort of sponsored videos. I just like to give you guys a fully unbiased review. I'd rather not have any sort of like biases towards the company or towards the lure that I'm reviewing. But yeah, if you guys like these review style videos, go down below that like button, let me know if you guys want to see some more in the future. I got a few more planned, but if you guys really like to see them, then I'd be more than happy to do a whole bunch more. So just some of the technical stuff first. They sell for $5.39 a pack on Tackle Warehouse. That's just what they retail for. They have 7 different colors that you can pick from and 2 different sizes. They have the 6.5 inch, which is what we fished with in today's video, and then they also have the smaller 4.5 inch. The 6.5 inch that we were throwing around comes in an 8-pack, and the smaller one comes in a 10-pack, so pretty good value there. $5.50 for 1 pack of soft plastics is a little bit expensive in my opinion. I'd like to go somewhere between that $3 and $4 range is kind of my sweet spot. But they do give you a whole bunch of baits in each of the packs, so you're at least getting your money's worth that way. This is again the Oxblood Red Flake color, so it's just kind of like just a red with a red flake. I don't really know. When I saw it online, I thought it was going to be more of like a almost like an earthwormy color, but it actually turned out to be a little bit more red than I was thinking. But the fish in today's video, they seem to like it. Unfortunately, we can only catch small ones. I don't know if that was just the worm, or maybe the presentation, or maybe just the small ones are out and aggressive that day. But for whatever reason, we only caught small fish on this bait, but I don't think that was really the bait's fault. I think that's just kind of the circumstance that we were in. Plus, I mean, this is Spice Camp Fish. I only catch small fish, so you guys shouldn't really be all that surprised about that. But yeah, these baits are super weird. They look super strange, but they actually work. They work really well. They got some weird action to them. They sink super, super slow, which I was really surprised about. It was to the point where I honestly would probably consider throwing these on like a lightly weighted flick shake hook the next time I use them. That weightless hook, they literally didn't fall at all. It took them probably like 30 seconds to fall 2 feet. But yeah, getting into the actual design of the worm, I really like the little flanges on either side. I think those little tentacles on the like little edges of the worms look really, really interesting. Probably give it some really good action underwater. It's kind of hard to see those little tentacles when you're working the bait, and I couldn't get any underwater footage unfortunately, but I bet these things look really good underwater. I bet those little tendrils just kind of like undulate as it falls. Each of the arms is kind of ribbed, which I also really like. I think that kind of just puts off a little bit more vibration in the water. And then the middle bit also has those 2 little antennae on there, which also will kind of shimmy and shake, which will put off a little bit more vibration as well. The one thing about this bait that I thought was going to be a little bit better than it actually was this little middle part. If you guys can see there, or actually in any of the footage, there's like this little ball in the middle part of this worm, and that's where you're supposed to obviously stick the hook through for a wacky rig. Now, I thought that I was going to be able to stick a hook through that and it was going to last me a long time. It's a really thick piece of plastic, so I thought it was going to be really hard to tear up, and I'd be able to get a whole bunch of fish on one of these worms. Unfortunately though, it didn't really seem to make that much of a difference. I couldn't really see that much of a difference between how well these stood up versus like your average Senko or finesse worm on a wacky rig. Realistically, I could see you getting probably between 1 and 3 fish on each of these baits before you had to switch it out or it got lost. But yeah, overall, not as resilient of a bait as I thought it was going to be, but other than that, I really like these. So yeah, if you guys were thinking about getting some of these Arizona custom baits, wacky bug worms, I would definitely suggest it. Again, they're a little bit pricey, but you do get a ton of baits per pack. They come in a bunch of different really strange colors, and they just look really weird. It's just something I've never seen before, and I bet the fish haven't seen them either. Personally, I could definitely see myself picking up some more of these. I'll probably get some more of the 4.5 ones. The 6.5 inch versions are a little bit big for me, but I think those 4.5 inch versions would be absolutely deadly on a little wacky rig. But yeah, again, if you guys liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. It lets me know you guys like the content, you want to see some more of these review style videos. Also, if you guys have any more baits that you want me to try out and do a review video on, I'll leave them down in the comment section below for me. I'd be more than happy to get around to doing them. Like I said, I have a couple more that are kind of in the works right now, but if you guys, again, have any suggestions, I'd be more than happy to do some review videos and stuff you guys want to see. And also, if you guys want to see some more content from me, you can go down below, hit that subscribe button. I put up 2 new videos every single week, so if you guys want to see some more fishing videos from me, that's going to be the way you can do it. But yeah, I think it's going to do it for me. I'll check and wreck them, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.